Hello and welcome to the Slightly Overweight podcast starring Hayden Smith. I'm your host. Welcome back. This is episode 5. We're doing it. We're chugging along, and every week I'm right here with you on this beautiful, freaking blessed Monday. Even though I don't particularly believe in blessings and all that stuff. What a blessed day it is today, huh? I'm in a good mood, dudes. I'm in a great mood. Hopefully you guys are too. Good to be alive. Every day is another day that we are here. It could end in a moment, but it hasn't yet. So we're 21 years in. Hopefully not halfway. Hopefully like 1/4. Freaking 1/5 if we're really doing the healthy thing with vegetables and fruits and working on everything. But we're all about extending that life. Extending that experience. But in the meantime, we're going to do everything that we can to make it the best life possible. So right now I'm recording this podcast for you and you guys are listening to it. So you're in the right place. You're doing the right thing. And before we started the technical, before we get into the actual podcast, I wanted to give a quick shout out to the reviewer on Apple Podcasts. Let me read this thing word for word. Bro gave me a 5-star rating, which is dope, but he wrote a nice little note on there. So, the title says, A Great Escape. By the way, his name's Aaron. Great guy. Awesome. A Great Escape. Was told I should check out this podcast, so I thought, why not? I truly enjoyed the escape, and the stories had me belly laughing. Shout to the Wise Broke College. Oh, shout out to the Wise Broke College student who recommended this to me. Keep up the great content, and if you ever need a slightly obese guest, you know where to look. Great guy. Gave me a 5 out of 5 on Apple Podcasts. And when I read that, instantly in a great mood. It was like I woke up at 4 a.m. on a Sunday and said, I'm gonna watch the sunrise today. And the sunrise came, and it was a gorgeous opening, and there was no clouds. That's what it was. I woke up to that, and I said, wow. What a nice guy. Thank you to everybody who's supporting this podcast, because it's not easy, bro. Sitting down on my ass, talking for an hour, editing this shit, posting this shit, annoying motherfuckers on my social media that the fucking podcast is out, but the people that do watch this are so fucking dope. You're so cool, dude. You're so cool because you're right here listening to this, sharing this moment with me. Speaking of sharing moments, I went on a super dope, super cool date a couple days ago. So Mackenzie and I don't really do dates normally. We usually just chill at home and watch movies and have fun and play board games and shit. But today was different. I was off work, so we said, let's go do something. Let's make something out of this day. So I'm like, okay. We live in a town that has a battlefield, a battleground, I guess, where a war happened, and we've never been there. So we were like, let's go check that out. So we drove up there. It's called Battleground. Fucking couldn't have made a better name for that. I don't know. I don't know what I'd name it. Fucking shrapnel. I don't know. They named it Battleground because that was the ground where they had a battle on. Boom. We went there, and I was like, there's a museum. So we got to go. And Mackenzie hates museums, which is totally fine. You can hate museums. I love museums. I love history and all that shit. So we go in, and it's not like a crazy museum. We walk into the gift shop, and I'm like, damn, it's like an Indian. Well, the war that happened there was like an Indian or Native American, indigenous peoples versus white people, basically, Europeans or Americans or something. I don't know. There was some war that happened right before the War of 1812 where it happened, in my small little town, tri-state area place. And we go to the museum, we walk into the gift shop, and there's a bunch of stuff, but it's stuff I don't particularly want, and I'm a big gift shop guy. If you got patches, if you got pins, I'm buying something. But we didn't really see anything we really liked, so we went to the front desk area, and they had little arrowheads, and I was like, dude, I gotta get one of these. And they're little tiny things, and I was like, the guy came out, I was like, yo, are these real? Are these ones they found on that? He's like, nah. I was like, we still bought them anyway. They're 75 cents. So we got those in a baggie. But he was like, are you guys here for the museum tour? And I was like, what? There's a tour? He was like, yeah. Students are $4. And I was like, $4? Fuck yeah. $8 total plus tax. for a fucking museum, bro, that's a steal. And there was nobody else in it. It was literally us two and the dude. And he made it seem like no one had come in a couple of, like, days. And I was like, oh, okay. But we pay for the arrowheads and we pay for our tickets, and then we go to the museum. He's like, yeah, just go through that door and then go around, and then you'll come out the door right there. I was like, okay. So we walk in and we see a bunch of, like, so first of all, it was very cool that it was there. But Mackenzie and I started noticing, like, they had muskets and they had, like clothing and pottery and all this stuff. But then we started noticing that none of it was really, like, real. It wasn't authentic. Like, we'd see a musket and then there'd be a little tiny thing that said, like, replica of what would have been used during that time. And I'm like, dude, come on, man. Are you a museum or are you a fucking replica store, dude? I understand that it helps me paint a picture of what life was like back then, but I want to see the real fucking shit that has the charged fucking history energy in it, dude. You don't walk into a fucking cave expecting some fucking crayon drawings on the fucking wall. You expect to see some fucking cool-ass cave drawings that are fucking 10,000 years old, dude. You don't want to see fucking replica of what cavemen would have drawn. Nah, I want to see the authentic fucking true-ass gun that motherfuckers were killed and shot with, or the fucking arrow that pierced the fucking main dude's head. You know what I mean? I want to see shit like that. The fucking gun that killed Abraham Lincoln. I want to see real-ass shit. But this was not like that. It was all replicas and models and dioramas, and they had like a little push-button thing you could go in and like sit down and listen to the like basically a fucking summary of how the battle happened and like how it transpired and shit. Oh, I'm yawning and it's early. Why am I yawning? Okay, we're good. And I thought that was kind of cool. And Mackenzie isn't a big museum person, so this wasn't like, if a museum is super interesting, it kind of makes up for the fact that it's like a museum. But this one, you know, wasn't the best one to make her go to, basically. But we went to the end of it, and it was kind of cool. There's a lot of guns and a lot of stuff like that, but I was really expecting more, to be honest. Not to knock the museum. It's a cool place. But I guess for what we paid, it was cool. $4 each, whatever. $4 for that stuff, yeah, it was cool. But I was expecting a little bit more, you know, authentic, cool stuff. Anyway, I'll stop talking about the museum. Then we go to the battlefield, and there's a huge-ass monument, 5 stories tall. It's like think fucking the Washington Monument in fucking Washington, D.C. That shit fucking huge. I'm yawning again. Okay. I'm sorry if my yawns make you yawn. I would try to stop them. Okay? I should have had caffeine or something this morning, but I didn't. Here we are. We go to this monument, and on the side it says fucking like 50 Americans fucking killed, 113 injured. And then it says fucking Native American deaths unknown. Or like Indian deaths unknown. Oh. When I read that, dude, my heart fucking sank, bro. I was like, they couldn't even fucking count the bodies, dude. Like, fucking Christ. I get, like, the white people won, but, like, bro, count the bodies at least, man. And there's a bunch of marked graves of all the fucking, like, war generals or whatever that are there. None for the Indians, you know? I don't know. When I read that, I was just like, what the fuck, man? But, I mean, we stood on the ground that a battle happened, and the trees that were there were the same trees that were there whenever they witnessed the battle, which is fucking really cool to think about. That's the type of shit that I like. Put a fucking tree in the museum. The trees, they fucking saw that shit, man. They got cuts and bruises and scrapes, and they saw that shit happen. The fucking muskets and the arrows and the fucking trees, you know? That shit to me is cool as fuck to think about. But then we go like down the street, and there's what's called Prophet Rock or Prophet's Rock. And I've literally lived near this town my entire life. Loved caves, loved like mountain type things. And we like park in the parking lot, and there's a big trail, and I'm like, damn, how far away do you think Prophet's Rock is? Like, is it down this trail here, like a couple of miles or something? So I'm looking on the map and stuff. And Mackenzie's like, yo, fuck is that? And we're still in the car. It's like, fuck is that? And I was like, yo, is that it? And it was literally 2 feet fucking away from our car. I'm not kidding. We parked in front of it, basically. And it was right fucking there. There's a little, like, monument that says, like, this is Prophet's Rock. And I was like, damn, we don't have to walk it off. That's nice. So we get up and we see this thing. And it's massive. Like, it's legit like a cave entrance, but there's no cave and it's not a cave. But like, it's a big ass cliff, but it has like a fucking, like, think fucking Lion King. Like, whenever they're fucking they got the fucking Simba and they're holding him up and it's a whole thing. That thing that they're holding, I think they have a name for that rock as well. Don't know what that's called though. Fuck, it's called like Luxury Rock or something. I don't know. Oh, fuck. What's that called? It's the rock, the big-ass, tall fucking cliff thing in Lion King. It's like that, basically, but not as big. And I'm like, yo, I got to get in there. So we figure out a way to get in there, and I take a dope-ass photo. Here's the photo. McKinsey, photo creds. And we just kind of walk around. It's like lightly raining. It's pretty nice. We stand on top of the rock, and what's cool about this spot, this rock specifically, it's called Prophet Rock because so this is kind of funny. The dude who is named after, his name was Prophet because he could see the future, I guess. And right before this war that we talked about earlier, he said, "Hey guys," he's speaking to the indigenous people, the Native Americans. He's like, "Hey guys, whenever we go into this battle, we're going to win this because I'm going to say a spell that's going to turn all of their bullets to dust. All their bullets are going to turn to dust, and we're going to defeat the enemy." And they're all like, "Yes, let's fucking go." So he's like, "Go fight the war. Go do that. Go do the war." While our bro Prophet is on the rock, on the very top of it, like 40 feet high, looking over the battlefield. And he's singing this song. Don't know what the song was, but it's probably like, fucking turn the bullets into dust and make everybody survive. Help us win. He's singing some song. Obviously not that song, but something to that effect. And it's echoing over the battlefield. You know, those muskets, there's fucking... That's the sound of war right there. You got arrows whizzing past people's faces and stuff. While he's up on this rock singing this song, hoping the bullets are fucking turning to dust, while his fucking friends are getting hit by the bullets that are not turning to dust. They're fucking making people bleed. And he's like, fuck, I guess that didn't work. And the people that survived came to him and were like, yo, fuck you. You lied to us. You no longer have power. And they stripped him of his power. Which sucks. But don't tell people you're going to turn the bullets into dust, you know, unless you've done it before. Like, I guarantee you, Jesus didn't just walk into a party, his fucking 15th birthday party, and go, yo, see that water? Into wine. Nah, he probably fucking tested it out a couple times on his own glass of water at night or something, maybe on his fucking end table by his bed, and said, doot, and it turned to wine. He's like, damn, what's this? Pinot Grigio? Yes, why, thank you. I would like a Merlot. And then he went to the party and was like, here you go, guys. Water into wine. You know what I mean? If you say you're going to do something for the first time that you've never done before and it doesn't happen, you know, people might fucking die, which is what happened, unfortunately. But that was cool. So we went to there. Go to there if you want to. It's a cool place. Just don't litter. It's like a public park and stuff, so be nice to the environment. So that was Mackenzie and I's like first part of the date, and then we went. What else? What else should we do? So we're heading home. Near our apartment, there's a Greek place, and so I've never eaten there before. I've never eaten Greek, but we're on our way there, and I'm like, yo, do you want to eat Greek? Like, do you want to just do it? And she's like, "Are you sure?" Because I'm a burger and fry type of guy. You know what I mean? I'm not super cultured, unfortunately. I like Mexican food. I like some Asian food. But Greek I've never tried before. Like, until yesterday, I called them gyros. You know? I guess they're called euros, actually. No idea why they're called euros instead of gyros. But anyway, we go into this Greek place, and we're instantly like, fuck. There's nobody there in line, so we don't have time to, like, come up with our order. So she's like, hello, what would you like? And I was like, this is our first time eating Greek. Please give us a second. I do not know what I want. She's like, okay, take your time. So we're looking at this menu, and I'm like, there's fucking wraps. There's burgers. I'm like, should I get the burger? And then Mackenzie's like, it's a Greek place. You're going to get a fucking burger at a Greek place? And I was like, okay, you're right. I'm not going to fucking be that guy. I don't want to be the chicken tender french fry girl. You know what I mean? Where you get chicken tenders and french fries at every single restaurant. I want to be the fucking dude who knows, hey, gyros are good. I get the chicken bacon ranch gyro. Mackenzie gets the vegetarian gyro. We sit down and we mow down, dude. When I get this food, I'm hungry. I've been hiking. I fucking sang on top of Prophet's Rock. And, I was hungry. I worked up an appetite. I sat down and ate the whole fucking thing. It was delicious. We got these fries that had fucking feta cheese and lemon juice on them. We're in the culture, dude. We're fucking culturing ourselves by eating Greek, and it was delicious. Did fucking Zeus eat that shit? I don't know. But it said fucking Greek food on the outside, so it was good as fuck. It's so weird to me that other fucking countries eat different shit. You know what I mean? Like, why is Asian food fucking like rice and chicken and stuff? Why is fucking like Mexican food like tortillas, beans, like salsa, all that? American food's fucking French fries and a burger? Like, what's Canada's food? I want to eat Canadian. Is that like maple syrup? Like, I don't know. It's just cool that there's different fucking foods and different flavors like around the world, basically. If that might sound dumb as fuck, but I don't know. It's cool to think about that there's a lot of different shit out there you can try. And fortunately, I like Greek. So, and there's Indian food too. Like, what the fuck? Like, why do we all have different foods? But like American food is like, is it a burger? Like Italian food's like a pizza or something? Meatballs? Noodles? But yeah, I enjoyed the Greek food. And as we're there, we're kind of looking in the, on my movie Showtimes. And I'm like, yo, what's this? Spiral Saw. It's got Chris Rock in it. Fucking Samuel L. Jackson just came out. We haven't gone to a movie theater in like... Last movie I saw, I think, was either Joker or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. One of the two. Both are good, by the way. But I actually... As we're looking at it, I remember my screenwriting teacher at Purdue, he basically taught me how to write like screenplays. He and his brother actually helped with the script on this film. So he posted about it on Facebook, and I was like, dude, I gotta fucking see this. My boys worked on this. And it's like a Hollywood fucking blockbuster film about Saw, the Saw movies. It's like where people get trapped and they have to go unchain themselves and shit. So I'm like, let's make this a whole day, Mackenzie. We've already fucking gone to Prophet's Rock in the museum, in the fucking battleground. Then we went to eat fucking Greek food, so we got a full stomach. Now we're gonna go to the fucking movie theater. She's like, I'm down. So we go. We're in line. I'm like, yo, 2 tickets. And she goes, okay. We get those. I'm like, student discount as well. Here you go. Showed her my badge thing. And we go to the fucking counter. And we're at this IMAX theater. And they used to serve beer. Last time I went there, they served beer. I wasn't 21, so I was like, shit. But I walk up to the counter all swagger-like. I'm like, yo, 2 sodas of popcorn and also 1 beer. And then she goes, oh, no, sorry, we lost our liquor license. And I was like, what? How the fuck do you lose your liquor license? Go find that shit. No, I'm just kidding. I know that you lose it because of like fucking failure to follow guidelines or something. I think you can lose it by someone carrying alcohol out of the building. Like, I think you have to drink it while you're in the building or something. I don't know. They lost their liquor license basically, which sucks. But it's whatever. So I get the popcorn. Mackenzie puts the salt on there. She gets Diet Mountain Dew. I get root beer. Root beer is fucking goated. Love root beer. As long as it doesn't taste like black licorice, I love root beer. So then we sit down, and we're ready to watch this movie. Keep in mind, Mackenzie does not like scary movies, which is okay. A lot of people don't. I'm not a huge fan of them, but she really doesn't like them. And I convinced her to watch this movie about Saw, because it's not a real Saw movie in my head. I was like, the description said it's like 2 detectives that like fucking uncover this Saw like serial killer or copycat. So I was like, it's probably not gonna be like a Saw movie, you know. Ends up fucking being basically a Saw movie, and very graphic, fucking fingers getting pulled off, tongues getting cut out. And I am instantly sorry because I fucking brought her along thinking it was going to be like a detective movie similar to the Zodiac Killer movie. But no, it's graphic as fuck, and Mackenzie's like hiding her eyes, like peeking through her fingers at how graphic this shit is, and I'm feeling really bad. And she looks over to me, she's like, I do not want to go to the movie theater no more. It's fucking, this is scary as fuck. So I'm holding her hand, and she's squeezing my shit tight as fuck, hurting my hand and shit. Totally okay, though. And it was a great movie. Like, very well written. Chris Rock was really good in it. It was like scary but also funny because Chris Rock, which I thought was cool. But then, in the middle of the movie towards the end, Mackenzie and I are very focused on the movie. And there's like 6 people in the theater. There's like 4 in the back. There's like 2 in the back and then 4 in our row. Us 2 and then another couple. And they're like a really old couple. Probably like 40s, maybe 50s. And maybe not 50s, I don't know. Probably late 30s, early 40s. And in the middle of the movie, Mackenzie looks over and she goes, yo, Hayden. She taps on my shoulder as she's squeezing my hand tight as fuck. She goes, Hayden, look. Look over there, Hayden. And I'm focused on the movie. She's like, Hayden, look, hurry. So I look over there and listen. Mackenzie and I have been dating for a long time. Like 6 years, okay? We've had our fair share of kisses, right? But if you go to the movie theater, and I'm not saying I've never done this, I've had my fair share of fucking makeout sessions. You know how it goes. If you do it in public, you do it real quick. You don't fucking do it a long time, okay? But she taps on my shoulder. I'm like, yo, what's up? I fucking look, and there's two 40-year-olds fucking making out hard as fuck, dude. And I respect it. I fucking respect the shit out of that. I respect that they're fucking making out. It's COVID's over, no mask. They're fucking in each other's mouths like fucking 2 fish in a pod, two peas in a pod, 2 fish in a barrel or something. And they're going ham. He's got the whole hands behind her fucking head and shit, like mushing his face against hers. And it, you know, I couldn't keep my eyes off. Just kidding. I look at it, I'm like, damn, what the fuck? And then I go back to the movie because the dude made eye contact with me, and it's okay. Hopefully he didn't actually see me looking, but he's like making out. This is like, she's the microphone. He's like making out, and you're me. He's like making out, and then he just goes, one of those. And then, like, I'm like, oh no, I wasn't looking. And then I just look at the screen, but yeah. Yeah, do what you want, but if you're going to make out, sit in the back. And also don't be, I mean, I don't know. When I hit 40, it might be a totally different story. But right now in my head, don't be 40 making out in a fucking movie theater. Go home and make out. You know, 16-year-olds, that's something different. They're young and dumb and stupid, and they're going to make out in the movie theater. And maybe when you hit 40, you hit like a midlife crisis, and you want to make out in the movie theater at a scary movie, which is totally fine. Just don't do it where I can see. Please and thank you. So she and I laughed our asses off, and the movie ended. The credits are rolling. The lights are up. The lights are on, and I look over, and they're making out again, dude. They're making out in broad daylight in the fucking movie theater, which is fine, which I can respect. Just do it at home. Not in the movie theater that I'm watching a movie in. You know? I don't know. Make out with whoever you want, wherever you want. Just, know the fucking time and place. And movie theaters are a good place to make out, I guess. But like, sit in the back. Don't sit in the second row with me, Anyway. Great movie. Great date day. Day of dating. It was really fun. We had a lot of fun. But then, after we went to the movies, we were like, what else do we do? Like, there's something else we can do today. We're on this side of town. What do we do? And I realized that I wanted to, okay, this is like a bigger story than I fucking wanted it to be, but here we go. I want to make a short film or a documentary of some sort. And a couple of years ago, I came across this story that happened in my hometown, and it was a bombing that happened. A bombing that happened a year before I was born, so 1998. And this dude or woman got a truck filled fucking tanks up with gasoline, or barrels up with gasoline in the back of a truck bed, and drove it into the courthouse, fucking like main office, through the front doors into the courthouse and lit it. And it was a failed bombing. What happened was it just fucking basically burnt everything. It didn't explode, which is good because it wasn't. It was. I don't know. It was like a half-assed job, but it burnt a shit ton of stuff and it looked like ass. And they never caught the dude. So it's been 23 years since then, coming August. And they've never caught the dude. And I've always been fascinated with that. One, because no one really remembers it. Like, when I mention it, everybody's like, oh, yeah, of course, yeah, that. But, like, I didn't hear about it until they fucking turned, like, 20. And I grew up in the fucking town. I'm like, what? It's an unsolved fucking bombing that happened in my hometown? You know? That's interesting. So I thought, maybe if I fucking make this documentary, I can maybe shed some light on the fucking fact that this dude hasn't been found, and maybe we could find him. Or woman. Whoever the fuck, I don't know who bombs fucking courthouses, but. So that'd be cool. So I went ahead and went to the sheriff's office, and I was like, hey, how do I get all the case files on this thing? I want to know everything. I'm deep into research and shit. I told him, I'm like, oh, I'm going to fucking make a documentary about this. I need everything you have. And they wrote my name down, and they said, look it back to me. Haven't checked my emails. I should probably do that. But she said, yeah, we can get you that. I was like, okay. But it's 35 cents for the first page, and then 5 cents for every page after. And it's $50 basically, which isn't bad. Hopefully it's not that much. But as we're there, I'm like, yo, is it like double-sided though? Like as a joke. Because I thought it would be double-sided if it's 5 cents per page. And then she goes, no. So that's okay. It's whatever. It's totally fine. But that could be something that could be coming soon. Not soon, but like, in a long time. That's something that I'm kind of beating around the bush with, if that's kicking around is what I fucking should have said there. Mentally, and that could be something cool. So it's been about a week since I got vaccinated fully. Mackenzie and I both got vaccinated. And Purdue, our fucking college of choice that we're going to, sent out an email that said, hey, if you send us your info about getting vaccinated, we will give you a chance to win $10,000. 10 people will get picked. And at first you're like, damn, free money for getting vaccinated? No fucks. Let's go. But then I kind of thought about it, and I was like, 10 grand's a shit ton of money. One, if I win that shit, I'm buying something dope. Or saving it, whatever. But when I thought about it some more, I went, if every college student does this, Purdue's getting vaccination information for free, basically. So they'll know exactly how many students of theirs got vaccinated, because we have to. Okay, we're back. I have been yawning this whole fucking time, and I got sick and tired of yawning, so I got a fucking voltage, and we're better. We got some caffeine. Hopefully I don't fucking yawn anymore. I hate yawning with a fucking passion. This whole fucking podcast I've been yawning, and I have been cutting all of them out, but from here on out, I'm not going to fucking cut them. We're just going to keep rolling. So if you hear fucking nothing, I'm yawning, basically. I just drank some caffeine. Hopefully that fixes it. I got plenty of sleep. I fucking sleep all the time. I sleep too much, actually, most days. I sleep 9-10 hours. But for some reason, my body's like, oh, you're doing podcast? Okay. Fucking time to yawn. Time to fucking stop all forms of communication. And I'm going to keep fighting the yawn, and I'm not going to yawn. Yawn, yawn, yawn. But fuck, man. Oh, fuck me. Sorry. I just chugged a fucking half a can of Mountain Dew, so bear with me. But we're not going to yawn. And if I've made you yawn, I'm sorry. But fucking, I'm not yawning anymore. No more. But Purdue's going to know everybody's vaccination numbers for free, basically. So it's a very smart move, I think, from Purdue. A little sinister, maybe, but it's a very smart move. And if I get 10 grand, bro, I'm balling like a motherfucker, dude. I'm buying a fucking Gucci belt. I'll buy a fucking Gucci jacket for 2 grand, dude. No fucks. I'll buy an Ethereum coin, bro. I'll put it in fucking Doge. Listen. If I win that shit, I'll put 1 grand in fucking a cryptocurrency that you guys choose or something. I'll make it like an Instagram fucking, what is it called? Fucking poll. And we'll put 1 grand in it and we'll just see what happens. And if we all become millionaires, we all become millionaires. Boom. Just like that. Fucking stonks. I love cryptocurrency. Don't really understand it, but it's fun to put my money into. So there's that. Investing. Invest in your future. Whether it's, monetarily or fucking emotionally. Do what you need to do to make sure that you're going to be in a good mood. Right now, my ass has been spending some pretty dumb money on some dumb shit. I bought a fucking new keyboard a couple days ago. New keyboard and a new mouse. They're both Logitech. If you don't know what that is, if you buy the gaming wireless ones, they get pretty expensive. And I decided on one of the most expensive one on both of them. So I dropped about $300, which is dumb as fuck. Dumb as fuck. But now my fucking keyboard clacks and it fucking feels good as fuck. The mouse is gorgeous. They're both wireless. They both have RGB, means they're colorful. And the sound of the keyboard makes me want to shit fucking rainbows out of my butthole every time that I type on it. And a little bit of retail therapy is okay here and then, but I shouldn't be doing that all the time. So I'm going to take a break and try not to fucking buy anything, for a minute, besides like groceries, of course. But yeah, I enjoy the occasional fucking splurge, money-wise, which I shouldn't do. I should try to stop that, but being a fucking 21-year-old who has a little bit of money, it's hard not to just fucking spend that shit on dumb shit like a fucking new keyboard and mouse, even though I had 2 working ones before, So I know we talked about Comet last podcast. She's laying down right now, fucking looking cute as hell. But you took a massive fucking shit earlier. Yeah, remember that? She has no idea what I'm saying because she's a cat. But she took a shit. I smelled it, and I hated my life for smelling that. But we recently found out that she's been doing something when we're asleep, and it's not like she's sneaking out or anything. But before we got our cabinets replaced, we were cleaning everything out, and there was some stuff on top of the cabinets. So I fucking climbed on the counter and then looked on the top of the cabinets. And it's like probably 8 feet tall, maybe 12. And I look on top, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I smell it. It smells like fucking shit. I'm like, God damn. It must be puke. There's puke on 12 feet in the fucking air on the top of this cabinet. How the fuck did puke get up there? I didn't puke up there. Mackenzie definitely didn't puke up there. She's got to get a fucking step stool just to get to the top shelf. So then I look at Comet, who's sitting over there, fucking licking her legs. And I'm like, what the fuck? She must have done it. But I was like, how? So I just forget about it, basically. Until one night at 3 a.m., I'm fucking playing video games or something with my door open. And with my door, I have a straight shot to like the countertops, if it's open. And out of the corner of my eye, I see Comet on the counter, which is not unusual. She always chills there. But then I just see this fucking Batman-like figure fucking soaring through the air upwards. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I've been recently watching Ghost Adventures, So I'm kind of creeped out a little bit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck was that? So I bring my fucking flashlight and my baseball bat. Just kidding. Just a flashlight. And I go out there to investigate, and I'm looking at the counter, looking around the fucking kitchen, and then I just look up, and I see fucking Comet on the top cabinet. I see her ass up there going, yo, what's up? Like a fucking gargoyle. I'm like, bitch, how the fuck did you get up there? She's fat as fuck. She weighs like 13 pounds, and she's like a medium fucking cat. Cats shouldn't weigh that much. Comet, you're fat. She doesn't care. But her ass actually jumped a good fucking 5 feet vertically, which is fucking insane. Oh, I was fighting that for so long. I told myself I wouldn't yawn. No more. That's the one. I give myself one, and that's it. What's it called? I just fucking relapsed. On my yawning. I was fucking a good 10 minutes fucking sober, and there's another one. God damn. Anyway, I look up and I see this gargoyle of a fucking beautiful cat up there. And I'm like, it was your ass that puked, huh? You left it. You fucking somehow jumped from the cabinet, jumped from the fucking countertop to the cabinet, 5 feet in the air, and then got seasick and puked all over the fucking top of the cabinet. Who are you? You don't even pay rent. We give you fucking food and water and love, and you puke on my fucking cabinets? That's how you repay your love to me? It's whatever. You shit during my podcast? You lick yourself on the ground during my podcast? You shit on my cabinets? Who are you? We adopted your ass from the fucking shelter, and now I'm debating on if that was a good choice. I'm just kidding, of course. Her ass is the most gorgeous cat I've ever seen, so. Isn't that right, Comet? Yeah, it is. She shook her head no, but it is. So when I was really young, like 7 or 8, I was dumb as fuck, obviously. Every 7 and 8-year-old at the time, they think they're smart as fuck, but looking back on it, you're dumb as fuck. Oh. I thought I was done. Apparently not. But I hung out with a lot of kids that were my age, and one of them wasn't very cool. I'm not going to say his name, but he wasn't very cool, and he did a lot of dumb shit that we didn't really like, but he was in the neighborhood and we couldn't fucking avoid him. So when I was 7 or 8, I didn't wear the underwear that I wear now. I wear MeUndies now. Not a fucking sponsor, but I like their shit. I wore like Hanes, like Fruit of the Loom. And not just any Fruit of the Loom or Hanes, fucking like 6-year-old Fruit of the Loom or Hanes. Like, we were broke as fuck, and I fucking definitely did not, even if we weren't broke as fuck, I definitely did not, like, get new underwear. I just, like, kept the same ones because I was weird like that. And my underwear had, like, holes in them, and the waistband was, like, stretched out and, like, crusty a little bit. So I'm at my friend's house with the mean guy, the mean friend, and we're all just chilling, and I drop something, and I fucking bend over to pick it up. My fucking underwear is a little bit more exposed than normal in the back, which is okay. You're fucking 7. You don't care about that shit. But then, fucking mean guy comes up behind me, and I hear a fucking tearing, ripping sound, and my balls and my butthole became one. Became one fucking thing. One entity in my pantalones. And I let out that fucking, ew, what the fuck? Obviously, I'm 7 or 8, so it was more like, oh my god. I look behind me, and fucking mean kid's got my fucking underwear in his fucking hands, because he gave my ass a fucking wedgie. Wedgies aren't fucking cool. Wedgies suck ass. They hurt everything, and if you have fucking crusty ass underwear like I do, it rips your underwear, and you look like a fucking doofus with your underwear hanging out your pants fucking past your ass. So instantly, I'm fucking angry at this, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? He goes, oh, I didn't mean to rip your underwear. Yeah, you did. You fucking yanked my underwear, bro. You don't fucking punch somebody in the face, and when a tooth falls out, you don't go, oh, I did not mean to knock out your tooth. Bitch, yeah, you did. Is it a fucking Was it what you were going for? Maybe not. Is it a fucking direct consequence to what you fucking started? Yeah, dude. You don't fucking flick the dominoes and go, oh, I did not mean for all of them to fall. Bitch, you flicked the first one. You know? So I'm sitting there with my fucking underwear, bro, hanging out, ripped as fuck, hole in them, pissed as hell. I walk home, fucking have to tell my mom that dumbass shit. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, well, I got a fucking wedgie. And we get new underwear. Case closed, but don't fucking give dudes wedgie, bro. Especially whenever they're like 7 or 8. And you're 7 and 8 as well. Because it's just not cool. Wedgies aren't cool. Underwear is cool. Wear underwear. Maybe don't wear underwear, though, because then you can't get wedgied. So it's like a catch-22. I advise against wedgies and swirlies. I've never gotten a swirly. I always thought that shit was fake. I don't know if swirlies were ever a real thing, but like I've never seen one happen, and it would probably suck ass. Imagine, here's what I've always thought. You're giving somebody a swirly to like choke them or whatever. Why didn't anybody shit in the toilet before giving the swirly? Like that's just icing on the cake if you're a bully. If I'm a bully, I'm planning that shit out. I'm eating Taco Bell the day, starting out. The day before, I'm fucking premeditating this shit. I'm getting Taco Bell. I'm getting a fucking chalupa. Maybe 2. Chugging that shit. Drinking fucking Monster Energy drinks and alcohol. Get my fucking stool nice and fucked up. And then I shit in the fucking toilet. And I keep it there. And then I bring the guy in for the swirly and, dunk the head in. Have I ever done that? No. And I would never do that to anybody. But if I was a fucking bully, I just don't get why bullies don't go the extra step. You know what I mean? They only half-ass the fucking bullying, Like, if you went the extra step, I'd be like, damn. As I'm getting my fucking head shoved into the fucking shitty-ass toilet water, I would go, you know what? This bro actually planned this shit, It, fucking above everything else, it sucks that I'm in this situation, but he took time out of his day to plan for this to happen. And there's a level of respect that I can give to him there. The Taco Bell was a nice touch. You fucking... getting sloshed in the fucking water. Is that a chalupa? Is this a Supreme? Is it 2 of them? Dude, you got fire sauce too. Like I said, I would never do that to anybody. But if it happened to me, I would give some level of respect. Probably. Probably not, actually. I'd probably be super pissed, but, I haven't personally had it happen, so I can't really fucking relate, unfortunately. Or, fortunately. But, yeah, I personally could never bully anybody. I've been bullied plenty of times, though. Plenty of times. I got fucking expelled in the 3rd grade for being bullied. If that makes any sense. I fucking got bullied a shit ton by like 4 groups, like 4 kids in a group, and they're all nice guys now, but in fucking 3rd grade you just don't give a fuck about anybody, and I look kind of dorky. I had like a lazy eye that was really bad, and yeah, they made fun of me for it, and during recess and shit, like they'd beat me up, and fucking I remember specifically during like recess or PE or something, they took basketballs and like threw them at me, like at my head and shit. And basketballs don't hurt a lot, but fucking when 4 people are doing it, it kind of sucks. And I told the teacher, I was like, yo, these fucking dudes how did you not see that? They just fucking pummeled me with basketballs. What are you going to do about it? And she goes, I didn't see it. I was like, you think I'm fucking lying? You think I'm going to fucking make that shit up at fucking 9 years old? Fucking 3 kids beat me up with a fucking basketball? So, well, I didn't see anything, so I can't. I was like, bitch. And, like, they would always say, hey, fucking go find a teacher. Go find help. Go fucking find somebody. If you see something, say something. I fucking said shit plenty of times. I said, yo, I'm getting beat up. Do something, please. And I had unmedicated ADHD at the time, so I was a little bit fucking sporadic at times, And that's a whole nother thing, too. Should you medicate? Should you not? I don't know. I advise against it. Just fucking find a way to live. I don't fucking take that shit now, I don't know. Anyway, Because it fucks up your dopamine levels, dude. You take a pill from fucking 3rd grade all the way to sophomore year in high school, you're going to be fucked up, dude. No matter what the pill is. If it's Tylenol or fucking Adderall, you're going to be fucked up mentally, dog. And now my dopamine levels don't make sense. But I'm telling everybody, I'm like, yo, I'm getting beat up. Fucking do something. Nothing happens. And then the fucking day comes where bro, fucking bully leader of the group, comes up. And it's like near the end of fucking school. We got like 10 days left. I don't know. Maybe it's like last quarter, something like that. But at the end of the day, we all put our fucking chairs on top of the desk because we're cleaning up or whatever. We get our backpack, get my fucking backpack on. I'm fucking ready to leave. And as I'm getting ready to leave, this bro comes up and he fucking knocks my chair off of my desk. And those chairs are fucking heavy as shit. I think it either hit me, I don't know. It hit the ground, it made a loud noise or something. And that was the fucking point of fucking no return. Whenever you're in like 8th grade, you learn about potential energy, dog, where you put a fucking ball on a shelf and it's about to fall down, dude. All my potential energy, dude, fucking turned into kinetic energy. And I was angry as fuck and angsty as fuck. And I took it all out on this dude. And I apologize now. I shouldn't have done this. But he knocked my chair over and instantly fucking mad. Instantly fucking angry at the dude who's beat me up all fucking year. So I'm like, yo, I'm fucking done with this shit. I'm done talking to teachers. I'm handling this shit myself. And the way that I did that was I fucking put my hands around this bro's neck, this fucking third grader's neck, dude. I'm a 3rd grader as well. I put my hands around his fucking neck and I put him up against the locker, dude, and I don't let go. I fucking hold it as hard as I can. And as a 9-year-old, you don't really have much fucking force, so I probably didn't really do anything to him. But I'm so angry at this point, I just don't stop. The teacher comes up and she fucking splits us up and goes, what's going on? Why are you doing this? And I said, he came over, he knocked my fucking chair off of my desk, and then I had to fucking do that. And she's like, that's the way you handle things, Hayden? Really? And I went, I have fucking asked you guys so many times. So many times I've asked you guys for help, and this is how it fucking goes, huh? The first time that I do anything to retaliate, you guys fucking get on me. I go to the principal's office, my fucking teacher's in there, telling the whole story fucking negatively against me, obviously, because I'm the one that fucking caused it. Talk to the principal, he's like, so we're going to give you 10 days of out-of-school suspension. Out-of-school suspension is justice and beautiful. You get to stay home for 10 days. It sucks for your parents because they have to take off work, but as a kid, you're like, fuck yeah, nothing, just staying home, okay? I tell my mom the whole thing, and she goes, yeah, no. You're not at fault, it's not your fault. Fucking, you've told me how many times, and, you know, you finally stuck up for yourself, and I'm proud of you. Fucking love my mom. Greatest mom ever. But then it turns into a fucking expulsion, and they say, hey, we don't want Hayden to come to our school anymore. Yeah, don't ever come here again. He can't come and continue to 4th grade here. However, we did pass him in 3rd grade. So I didn't get held back. Thank God, dude. If I got held back, bro, my fucking life would not be the same right now. I wouldn't have met Mackenzie. She'd been in a different grade, dude. I wouldn't have it'd have been all sorts of fucked up. Which is crazy to think about. It's crazy to think about the butterfly effect, dude. But here I am, fucking expelled in the 3rd grade, fucking turned my life around in the 4th grade, and became, you know, the fucking nice-ass, totally not angry fucking dude you guys know today. Except on my podcast when I get angry as fuck about fucking Comet puking on the fucking cabinets. Yeah, you gotta understand kids and their point of view. And ever since that's happened to me, I've been very fucking... I've been very understanding when it comes to kids that are frustrated, especially my nephew. His name's James. He's 8 right now, literally the age that I was whenever that shit transpired. And I felt like no one understood me. So I tried to be there for him, like in the most ways possible, and try to help and see things from his perspective. Because having my mom there to understand how I was feeling was so beneficial to my mental at that time. And I want to be that for James and make sure that he knows that fucking he has a support system. And I don't know. I love that kid. And yeah, fucking not everything is your fault. And you have to realize that. You can say sorry as many times as you need, but not everything is your fault, and you're a great person. No matter, your fucking mistakes don't define you. It's how you fucking get up from those mistakes. I've been told that my entire life, and I truly believe that. I've made so many mistakes, dude. More mistakes than I can count on fucking 10 hands, which is 100, I think. And every one of those mistakes, I felt like a fucking dumbass, dipwad, fucking piece of shit for making that mistake. But whenever you make those mistakes, it's an opportunity to learn from them. So if you think about it with that frame of mind, you're going to go fucking far. And you listening to this podcast is step one. The biggest mistake of your life. No, I'm just kidding. Is I don't know. Fucking, you guys have no idea how much I appreciate you guys for listening to this. I read every comment and I comment to every comment. And I love all of you guys equally. Shout out to Jeremy. Because he wanted me to mention his name. He's a cool guy. Thank you guys for listening. I gotta get to work though. But I hope you guys have a great week. And don't forget to fucking be the best you. And even though you're slightly overweight, I still love you. We all still love you. It's okay to be a little chunky. I'm a little chunky. We're all little chunk monsters. But yeah, have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Peace.